Welcome to Security with Soccer Mom, where we seek to cut through the market hype and buzz to discuss realities in security innovations directly with a real soccer mom. Now, why is hearing about security innovations better coming from a soccer mom? Well, we'll let you determine that. Either way, I'm your host, Sean F. Tink. In addition to being soccer mom, I'm also the director of Managed Security Services Strategy here at ePlus. At this point, I'm guessing you probably have some kind of bewildered look on your face, wondering what I mean by soccer mom and why it's applicable to yours truly. Well, with this inaugural episode of Security with Soccer Mom, I intend to answer exactly 0 of those questions, but I do promise to further clarify in a future episode, so stay tuned. But for today, I have a very exciting topic for you around managed detection and response, or MDR, and a very special guest with us to discuss it. Joining me today is Alisa Castro, Security Services Director with ePlus. Alisa, truly appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come on today. Would you mind taking a moment to introduce yourself and tell everyone about your role at ePlus?
Yes, thanks, Sean. Thanks for having me. So as he mentioned, Alisa Castro, I'm the Director of Security Services here at ePlus, and I am responsible for the training and enablement for all of the field to know all things MDR and now TDR guidance.
Awesome. So Alisa, you and we've talked a lot about MDR, the providers, and some common misconceptions in the market about what MDR is and is not. One common theme I think we both seem to agree on is, regardless of the provider, like any service, MDR is not a fully contained silver bullet solution to the detection and response of incidents, right?
That's correct, Sean. And what we're finding in the marketplace is that when people buy into these MDR type services, they think that it includes the service all the way down to remediating the cause of the alert. And it really doesn't. It is just the initial containment of that threat. So if a user downloads something, they click on something they shouldn't, as they always do, and that traffic then connects out to the internet, that initial response is to block that connection out to the internet. But it doesn't go into why did they click on that? How did that email or that link get through the system? And that's really where we're trying to focus and change the thoughts of the industry, Sean.
Interesting. Okay, so there's gaps, obviously, and it's kind of like any other service. Like all services kind of have gaps around them, like you're saying, it stops at the containment, it stops at, that realm, but then it ultimately kind of passes it over to the client to manage and that sort of stuff going forward. But I'm curious, how big a deal are these gaps? Kind of like, what are you seeing in the market?
I would say they're very big gaps, because when you get into looking at why did that traffic initially occur, it's ePlus's goal, it's our goal here to try and really make your security alerts go down to 0. I want to better increase your posture. I want to look at why did that user click on that? How did that traffic be able to get out? Whereas the provider, they're very happy with just sending you the alert and, hey, look, we did our job. We blocked it. We here want to make you better. And that's where the gap in the industry is. We alerted, we did our job, yay. The partner goes home, everyone's happy. Whereas we want to make you better sincerely.
That's really great. I love that too. Like, we want to get your alerts down to 0. Like, I think we can all agree it's an aspirational goal. It's never going to happen, but that's what we're shooting for, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We want there. It's my dream that you open up your SIM console. You have no criticals. You have no highs. All your security tools are running as designed.
Right. So then let me ask you this. So, our clients kind of on their own, and we're just wanting to make sure we keep them aware of these realities around MDR, or does ePlus have a solution that can help them address these challenges?
I'm glad you bring that up. So with this new offering, TDR guidance, so what that is threat detection response guidance. We're able to, as ePlus, we're able to partner with the MDR provider. And what we do is we act as a middleman to, one, make sure you're getting what you're paying for, but two, the email, the response, and also the recommended remediation steps can sometimes be very vague or sometimes be very, very complicated. And what the service provides is you get interface and you get time with a senior security consultant that can walk you through real time how to remediate this alert, how to prevent this from happening again, how do we make you better and prevent the next step. Whereas the provider is not, that is not their focus. So it can be as detailed as you want. It can be as little hands-on. It's very customized service. And that's what we're here to do.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So yeah, you're going to have that expertise to kind of help back you up, so you're not on your own, and rather you can, help have someone to help you interpret what's coming out from that MDR provider. Because like you said, they can be kind of verbose and yet lacking so much, meaningful content. Like, okay, what does that mean to me? Like, what do I really need to go do inside of my environment, right?
Sean, have you ever taken your car to AutoZone because you have a light on your dashboard that turned on and you don't really know what it means, and they go and they hook it up and it spits out this code, and I don't know what to do to this, so I have to go and ask them, hey, and then it turns out my windshield wiper fluid is low. This is this is a very similar kind of service. We're here to help translate what does this really mean, decomplicate it, walk you through it, and then make sure that it was effective.
Awesome. Well, Alisa, as much as I'd enjoy continuing to discuss MDR and TDR guidance with you, naturally we're out of time. If someone out there has been considering MDR, but maybe they share some of the concerns around some of the challenges we discussed today, should they reach out to their account executive, or how should they go about getting the help they need from ePlus on this topic?
Yes, so your account executive and your local business development engineer or executive, whoever you work with, will be able to get you in touch with the right people, and we can schedule a call and talk all things TDR.
Perfect. Well, everyone, as always, we appreciate your time and thank you for spending some of it with us. And remember, when it comes to your security, compromise nothing.